The boy went to the bathroom with his friends, but one of his companions suddenly noticed that the boy was different from them. He even said he would bring the Germans over. When the boy realized his identity was exposed, he had no choice but to leave. After that, he fled deep into the forest on his own. When he got hungry, he went to the river to catch fish, and when he was thirsty, he drank a little rainwater. This way the boy survived in the forest for a month. But with the arrival of winter, the boy couldn't withstand the cold, so he had no choice but to risk going to a nearby village. Just when the boy was about to steal a wool coat, a villager spotted him. When the villager was about to grab a rope, the boy quickly snatched the coat and ran into the wild. Then he wrapped his frostbitten feet with some cloth, put on his shoes, and built a shelter with branches. But it couldn't protect him from the heavy snow. To survive, the boy decided to look for shelter. He didn't know how long he walked, but he finally saw a wooden cabin. Before the boy could reach it, he collapsed on the ground. Luckily, he met a kind Polish woman, who despite the danger took him in and prepared delicious food for him. In the following days, the woman taught him how to lie and gave him a fake Polish identity. Under the woman's careful care, the boy felt warmth again. He thought he could stay until the war ended, but one day when the woman was about to go out to work, she noticed many footprints at the door. She immediately realized that the place was no longer safe. She hurried back to the room, told the boy he had to leave quickly, and gave him her cross. So the boy once again fled into the forest, but not long after he encountered a couple. Seeing the boy alone in the forest, they took him and put him on their cart. The boy thought he had encountered good people, so he quickly fell asleep on the cart. But when he opened his eyes again, he found himself in a POW camp. The next day, the boy was taken to the German officer's office. The officer immediately began to interrogate the boy's identity. The boy used the lies he had practiced before to keep proving that he was a Polish person. The officer, helpless, took him out of the office, deciding to punish him. But just then, the military dogs in their cage kept barking. The officer walked over to check on them, but when he turned around, the boy was gone. The officer impatiently grabbed his gun, ready to deal with the boy. But the clever boy hid behind the door, locked the officer inside the room, and quickly climbed onto the truck's roof, escaping from the POW camp. Then he ran wildly deep into the forest. In this way, the boy escaped once again. The next day, the boy arrived at a nearby farm, successfully gaining the trust of the farm worker with lies. The worker then took the boy to meet the farm's mistress. Just when the mistress agreed to keep the boy, a German officer suddenly appeared behind her.